وایسا ببینم بچه قبطیان کجا قبطیان کجا
I guess we can go back to like the regular scheduled tutorial programming. Hey everybody, I know this is a little much to take in, but it's my Styleseeker inspired makeup. I got wind of the collection not too long ago, and I just saw that it was so natural and like really like muted, so I thought I'd take a crack at it and see if I could make something that would be, you know, inspired by it but still fun. So I decided to come up with this tutorial, and I actually asked everyone on Instagram out of a couple looks which one should I do, and everyone said this one. So with no further ado, I think it's time that I start the tutorial. Hey you guys, here's some of the materials we're gonna need today. So you're going to want blunt blush, you are going to want mineralized skin finish, and whatever your skin tone is, soft ochre paint pot. You can use Blacktrack, or I'm using blackblack chromaline. Naked pigment, rice paper eyeshadow, a red brick, Swiss chocolate, and vanilla eyeshadow as well. So here's the tutorial. Oh yeah, and you're also gonna need a concealer. Okay, so you guys, just letting you know, I have put on the soft ochre, and you guys saw me do my concealer, pretty much below my eyebrows and all the way to where the soft ochre is. I don't like to use paint pot all the way to the top unless I'm doing something really dramatic. Otherwise, I like to use concealer. So I am going to start from the top, so wet my pigment, and I'm going to use naked pigment, which I've used before, like, you guys have seen it. It's just a nude with like a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to place my highlight first. Okay, so I just did my highlight. The next thing I'm going to add is Dip Down, which is a gel liner. So, dip down. It's like brown liner. So I'm going to grab like a little fluffy brush, and you just want to like run it through it. So put it into your crease.
Okay, so you can kind of see it's more dramatic. So you just want to, get a pretty defined line there.
And it's just going to be kind of dark, and you're going to be like, you're not really going to think that it's going to get any calmer, but it totally does. So from there, you want to take your red brick, which is this one. So take your red brick, and you want to put it into the inside of your inners. So you just place it. Don't worry about if you make a little bit of a mess, because you can go and clean it up. And then after you place it on the inside, take your red brick and you want to swipe over where you added all that liner.
Just so you soften it so it's not as dark and dramatic.
So after you start to see it turn a little bit warmer, you want to take Swiss chocolate, which is like a really, really warm brown, and you basically do the same thing. Once you actually tone it down a little bit with the Swiss chocolate, you can start blending it upward under your brow. So you can start taking it a little bit higher.
Don't worry if it looks dramatic, because we are going to tone it down with vanilla eyeshadow. So it should start looking pretty deep and dark.
So you can see, like, it's still pretty dramatic for the most part, but you just want to keep blending as you go. So make sure that you use a pretty good blending brush, just because the blending is really what is going to make the difference inside this look. So it's pretty dramatic. I have nothing on my lid yet, and of course the highlight is really extreme. So the next thing you want to do is you want to use all that glitters on your lid. So I'm going to use all that glitters, which I really like it. It's a really pretty color, and I've been able to use it on a lot of skin tones. So you just place it.
This is going to be harder than I thought, okay.
And then the same thing on the other lid. And it's gonna look really dramatic. It's gonna look like you have like some crazy crease and like lid combination, because the brown is so dramatic. So that, for the most part, is all you're gonna do to your lid. You just add all the glitters, and you want to use your vanilla eyeshadow next. So vanilla is like a really, really light, soft color. So I was like, how am I gonna, incorporate it? So I use it to actually tone down my highlight, and I use it as my blending shade.
So I just tone down my highlight and make it less exaggerated. So I'll do one side first so you guys can see.
And then I blend the majority of the work with vanilla as well, just so it tones down.
So
For the most part, this is what your eyes are gonna look like. It's still pretty dramatic and everything, but I have a little bit of a hooded lid, so I like to have a little bit more darkness in it. And this is about enough makeup just for me to feel like, it's really light for me. For other people, like, they wouldn't go as heavy on the naked highlight. Or you'd probably skip that and just use vanilla. But I like the drama of it all. So the next thing I'm going to do is my liner. So I guess I should try to do this one actually inside the camera so you guys can see it. Just really don't want to mess up for you guys. But mistakes do happen, so. And don't worry if you overdo one liner or something. Like, it all can be fixed. You just add a little bit more shadow. So let me double check my work. So you want to take like your little eyeshadow brush and you want to repair whatever damage you did with your liner. So for me, I'm going to get rid of my like weird fallout. Then I'm going to use Swiss chocolate on my bottom. Just because I want to underline, but I don't want it to be like too obvious. I just want it to be something that's like a part of the look, but not like, oh my god, like I have bottom liner on too as well, or I have like anything like that. So I do that under my eyes, and then I'll add like a little bit of like skin finish as my foundation and everything. So okay, so after I add my skin finish, I'm gonna do my blush, which I'm gonna use Blunt Blush, which is actually cracking inside my palette right now, so it's like no bueno. But I just grabbed some, start at the apples, and I bring it up to my cheeks. Some people like to like swirl. For me, like I want to see the product before I like raise it too much. I guess I'm took my blunt blush and I just placed it, and then I like buffed it upward. I really didn't want to go too heavy just because it's supposed to be very natural. So, okay, for the most part, this is all you really have to do. You can do lips if you choose to, but I'm just going bare lipped. This is pretty much going to be my look for tomorrow. And I guess the focus of my outfit for tomorrow, just so you guys can get a taste of it, which is my headdress, which is pretty much going to be the focal point of my outfit, if not the makeup. So, thanks you guys for watching again. I know I am really slacking as far as how many tutorials I have up, but I promise you guys it's going to get better and I'm going to make a lot more. I promise you guys. So, with that said, thanks for watching. If you like this video, share it. This is my hair for the day. I need you guys to subscribe to me, and yeah, if you guys have questions or anything I can help you guys with, let me know. So, bye you guys.